RitFit decided to send me their back extension. Why? Because my back is... We're talking about waking up with the lumbar pain so crisp that I literally had to crawl out of bed. And don't get me wrong, I'm still functional, but as soon as I started turning 40, my back decided to go on a steady, irreversible retirement phase. And it wasn't always like this. 5 years ago, when I was young, vibrant, and was rocking my sports bra, I've been chasing PRs by stuffing my face with everything I see, doing the seafood diet. It's a nice touch. Also comes with this lubricating oil. But yeah, as I was talking about, I was chasing PRs and stuffing myself with any junk that I can to get strong. And one thing that made me successful on that journey was posterior chain training. Enter this thing. What's really intriguing about this machine is it tries to treat the holy trinity of back pain or back issues, which is otherwise known as weak ass, stiff bitch, oh yeah, posterior syndrome. And of course, with those problems, we also have the trinity of solution that this thing can bring, which is back extensions, glute ham raise, oh my god, Nordic curls. And I'd like to talk more to you about my misadventures with my lower back. But first, let's talk about the specs and specifically with the metal geometry because you guys like nerding on this one. I can say right off the bat, the structure is very solid. It's a combination of gauge 14. I think I have some gauge 11 here, some 16. Either way, what you want to know is the structure is solid and it does what it needs to do. That being said, it does have some wobble in general. So it does have that, but I'm pretty sure most of you that are trying to get this machine is because of the function. But do know that the wobbling exists. Is it bad? Nah, not really. Unless you're really sensitive to a little bit of shaking. Now, speaking of structure, we do have here two foam pad, which should actually give you comfort during exercises that you have to do with this equipment. It does have a spacing in between to let Mr. Happy rest a little bit. And it does come with dual handle supports here, which is, by the way, please do not use this for dips. It's not made for that one. But then again, who am I to say you will do it? It has several points of adjustability. One here actually controls the front of the body, and of course you have your leg positioning here, and you have your leg rollers here that can accommodate your thigh thickness. It does about 12 positions. Some positions are okay, some positions are actually useful, and some position is about to break my spirit. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, shit. I've worked with the standalone version of this machine during my bodybuilding and non-competitive powerlifting arc. And it did help me recover from injuries before, but now those glory days are over and I'm firmly not chasing anything anymore. At this age, I'm just trying to get basic functionality and I just want to survive and not wreck my back. Let me tell you about my rock bottom. One day while at work, merrily going around my business, talking to clients, and out of nowhere felt this sudden pinch from my behind and I just collapsed straight to the floor and it felt like I lost one of my legs. Then as I tried to stand up came the worst pain that I had. How do I describe it? It felt like somebody was pulling both of my legs sideways, eagle spread, and somebody was repeatedly kicking me right in the crease. Non-stop. It was an absolute devastation. And so after recovering from that, I naturally drove myself to the doctor and this is what he said. Have you tried stretching? Here's a handful of muscle relaxants and relax your tits. And don't do bodybuilding. And of course, I listened. Psych! Hell no! Took a little bit of the muscle relaxant, stopped doing the compounds, and used the hyperextension. And of course, a lot of stretching. I did have to follow something that he said though, so. Lo and behold, after a few weeks, I did recover and actually started focusing more on my posterior chain using the hyperextension machine with some incorporation of semi-compound movements such as the seated good morning, some hip mobility exercises, a lot of farmer's walk actually, and of course some massage therapy. As for the vital statistics, it can take people from 4'7" to 6'3". Anything beyond 6'3", you might have trouble with realigning your hips or your knee. And on paper, it says it can accommodate 660 pounds. Whoa. Really? Then that's good. One thing that actually gave me doubt and now appreciate with this machine is actually this angling from the pad here. For some reason, I thought over time it's gonna actually bend down, but I did forget that it's supported by a metal. Idiot me taking over. But it does hold on. And I was thinking also because of the pressure that I put into it, this foam would remain indented, but seems to recover every time. So it's a good pad. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I am going to use this to rehab my lower back. So let me show you what I'm doing with this machine. First thing is the stretch. What I want to do first is actually get my feet to hang and not even step on the plate, but just let the leg holders hold me. And I grab onto the band holders and pull until I can feel my whole spine stretch. Yes. And then for a few seconds, I let my upper body hang from the hips. I feel like letting... Another thing that I like to do is this kind of back stretch that engages and strengthens my core and stretches out my spine a little bit more. Yeah. Suggestions. Of course, one of the major complaints of everyone is actually the limitation to the 25-degree versus the 45-degree angle for hyperextension that needs to be done with this. And from what I understand, there's a lot of hate for this machine because of it being a 25-degree angle. Most of the comment would say, it's not a 45-degree angle, I'm out. And I don't blame them. Most of the commercial gyms would actually carry a 45-degree hyperextension machine or a Roman chair. And of course, when you're using the machine, the first thing that would happen is actually your body parts questioning stuff. Like your back asking, who authorized this? Your hamstring will say, we don't know this. Dumbass. Speaking of ass, your glutes would probably be screaming, what a pain in the... better. And your brain would just say, ah! It's hard if you don't have any 45-degree angle. And it's hard to achieve that with this machine. So yeah, the advice is for them to actually make this a little bit higher and be able to do the 45-degree angle capability, because everybody needs a 45-degree angle. I know that this pad is made to protect Mr. Happy, but there are times when I need this gap to be filled, especially when I'm doing some sit-ups. So maybe a filler. I would like to have some micro adjustment on the leg length extension here. Honestly, I got nothing else. In conclusion, I think this machine has actually helped me recover a little bit from my back issues. It's been a few weeks, so I continue to use it. I can say that for what it tries to do, Being a 3-in-1 or 4-in-1 machine does serve its function, but then that would be up to you. It was effective for me. And on that note, would I suggest this machine? I don't know. This is just my opinion. It did work for me, but this is an anecdotal experience. Do some more research. At the discounted price of $370, $380, think it's worth it? You tell me. And maybe change my mind, but I'm keeping this machine. I'll see you on the next video. You can see this machine is actually dirty, and I've been using it for a while. Damn it, I should have just taken the pink. Do you know they have a pink one? Next time, I'll take the pink one. Well, I have another one here. It's a different product from that, but we'll see.